Hi. What? Hi, Facebook. Something weird just happened a while ago with low network connectivity, so I don't know what that is. Hi, it's Veroni Anderson, the Love Catalyst, and I help you shift from breakup to love up so you could achieve true love. My topic today is the love mindset, right? And so before you could shift from breakup to love up, you need to change your mindset. And what I mean about mindset, our mindset, they define mindset as your attitude or your belief that you hold about yourself. And your attitude and your belief or your mindset decide the outcome of your relationship. So if you, depends on the mindset that you have about your relationship, right, then that will decide your outcome. So if you have a lock-in mindset about relationship, it's going to decide the outcome of that relationship. Whatever mindset you have about finance, that's going to determine the outcome of finance. But we're not talking about finance today. I'm giving you an example. So whatever mindset you have, because your mindset, your mind set on that subject, that topic, that belief, your mind is set on that thing. So your outcome, your outcome is depend on your mindset, right? So whatever mindset you have on relationship, that's going to decide the outcome of it. My spiritual teacher today actually said, your mindset is like your temperature gauge. So whatever you set your temperature on, that's what you're going to get. All right. So for instance, if you were in if you're in a relationship and you constantly breaking up, say hi. The person who's on the line, please say hi. Or if you're watching this on the replay, just press replay, or just say hi, or just say a comment in the video. And wherever you're watching from, you could put it in the comment. I'll appreciate it, right? So for instance, say you constantly in breaking up, you have a relationship, and then after a couple of years or after 1 year, it breaks up. Right? So you kind of have to look at yourself at this point, right? If your relationship are breaking up over and over and over again, you have to look at yourself at this point, right? And you can't look at the other person because the only common denominator in that relationship is you. So you got to look at yourself at that point to see what are you doing wrong. Let me tell you this story. A friend of mine, she, have a relationship. She grew up, she see people fighting all the time, who are in a relationship and say they love each other. And she got into a relationship, and that's what she does. She and her partner, her boyfriend or whatever, they always like fight, cuss and fight, and they make up to break up. And it was just like a never ending cycle. So that relationship and she, eventually she find a nice guy, a decent guy, and she got married, right? But she got married. But because she's not used to having a relationship where there is no fight and there is no quarrel for like days, right? She tried to quarrel with her new husband, but the new husband he wasn't used to this, because that's not how he show love. He show love by, being affectionate, giving, caring and kind to his wife. He's not used to love being arguing, fighting, fussing, and then make up the next day. He's not used to it. So she normally argue and fight with the husband, and the husband would actually leave because he's not used to it. He'd walk out, leave her alone until the situation calmed down, and then the husband will come back and they will patch things out or talk about stuff. Then she continued to do it, and the husband would just walk away and said, this is not what I'm used to. And he just, he walk out, right? And wait until she calmed down, and she will come back and she will apologize. Until finally one day she got in a fight with the husband, and she actually hit her husband, and her husband walked out. There was actually going to be a divorce because the husband is like, this is not what I'm used to. I will never put my hand in you. So why would you put your hand in me as a woman? This is not what I'm used to. Love to me is not physically hurting the person. Love to me is not fighting with the person all the time. love to me is me and the person getting along and having like a good relationship. But my friend wasn't used to that. That's not what love is to her. What she's used to, or what she's grown up seeing, is fighting and fussing and making up after the fight and fuss, and then after a couple of days, fight and fuss again. So for her to save her marriage, she had to change her mindset. She got to change the way she see love, perceive love, or believe love is. She had to change her mindset. So that's what I'm talking about today. Changing your love mindset. So if you're constantly was in like a breakup mode, right? You got to change your mindset before you could move on. And I know people will say, and especially the New Year is coming, right? We're all going to jump on the bandwagon and like, oh, we're changing. I'm changing. I'm changing for the new year. A lot of New Year resolution is coming in. But you cannot make change unless you change your mindset first. And you will start out by doing it one or a few days, and then you just go back to the same old ways, because change is hard. But the first thing you got to do, say for instance, if you were in a relationship, right, and the person said that, you're insecure, you're needy, you always and constantly need to hear the I love you, and even though the person show it to you, you always and constantly like need to hear it. Then you got to kind of look at yourself. There is something missing here with you, right? So first you got to acknowledge like, oh my God, all my relationship is ending because they said I'm needy, I'm insecure, I need too much attention. Then you really and truly have to look at yourself first, and you got to like sit down and write down, hey, needy, attention seeking, low self-esteem. So then you got to change your mindset about those things first. So what do you need to move from mindset A to mindset B? What do you need to do? So first, as I said, you got to acknowledge that something is wrong, right? And then you have to decide that you want to change. You got to decide that you want to change your mindset. You got to decide that, listen, I don't want to constantly stuck in this breakup mode all the time. I want to find somebody who loves me and somebody who I could give love back. And you want your relationship to be, a committed, long, healthy relationship. So if you're tired or stuck in the breakup mode with that mindset that you have, then you're going to decide that you want to change. Then you're going to set goals, because changing your mindset, you got to do stuff, constantly. So you got to set goals. And when you set the goals, don't set them like too high. Like you have an action plan, like day one, you're going to do this. Day one, you're going to, make this step. Day two, I'm going to make this step. And then you're going to do the work. You have to do the work, and you have to do the work over and over and over and over again. So don't think that mindset is going to change in one day. So you got to do the work repetitiously. So just like how your mindset develop year after year after year after year, you're going to have to do the work repetitiously over and over and over again to change your mindset, so you could shift from that breakup mode. So today I did a video about, just to say I love you, because some people really don't say I love you to themselves, or some people don't really love themselves. So even though they will say whatever, I love myself, right? They don't truly and really love themselves deep from the inside. They truly and on the inside, they don't really and truly love themselves. So if you're suffering from low self-esteem, and if you believe that you don't deserve love, or maybe you don't love yourself, then that activity that I did today about looking into the mirror and staring at yourself and saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, that's also a mindset change. That's also you saying it every day, repetitiously. It's also you slowly saying it, developing it, building it up, repetitious, right? Saying it. So you believe in it, your mindset, you're programming your mind. And finally going to sink in, and you're going to feel, you're going to know that you love yourself. And then you could give love to somebody else. So before, with anything in your life, New Year's is coming up. The New Year's Eve is coming up right now, right? You cannot make any change, permanent change, without changing the mindset. You have to change your mindset first. And then you could make lasting change. So that's why a lot of people fail at their New Year's Eve resolution. So mindset change first, right? So that's why today I'm talking about love mindset. So if you want to do like a free discovery call with me, you could check on the link above. I'm going to post it later, right? So you do a free discovery call with me. Please share my video if you find this video useful. Tag a friend. So as I say, it's Veroni Anderson, right? So before I go, I want you to really think before I go. Do this for me. Really think, like, what's been happening. If you're single right now, go back and look into your relationship, your past relationship, and find out what was the cause of all those breakups. I know it's really and truly, we always blame the guy. It's easy to blame the guy or to blame every problem on the man, right? It's easy to blame them. But you got to look at yourself. And if you don't make a mindset change, right? If you don't do anything to improve yourself, if you don't make if you don't do a mindset change, the next relationship you have is going to have that same problem. There's this saying that you take you everywhere you go. So even if you say, you know what, I'm going to leave, where do I live in Poughkeepsie? Even though you say you're going to leave New York, or even maybe you're going to say you're going to leave Georgia because there's no good man in Georgia and you're going to go to Florida. Well, guess what? You take you wherever you go. So if you weren't doing anything to change your mindset, you're going to have the same thing happen to you in New York City, wherever you move to. So you got to change your mindset first. So as I was saying, just look at, if you're single, go back, look at those past relationships. See what the guy say. What was the problem? And what can you do now to fix it? What can you do now to fix it? So the next relationship that you go into could change. So if your mindset is believing that you don't deserve to be loved, hi. So if your mindset is that you don't deserve to be loved, then you got to do something to fix it. And if your mindset is that all men are dogs, then you got to try to fix that too. Thank you for all the hearts. Right? And if your mindset is that you don't know how to receive love, because that's a problem too. A lot of people don't know how to receive love. So if your mindset is that you don't know how to receive love, you got to change it. Because if you leave from this, if you go into another relationship, the same thing that happened, the last relationship, is going to happen again. It's going to happen again, and it's going to happen again. Right? So really and truly, really do some yes, mindset is essential. I actually do a reference to our spiritual teacher today, and she talks about like your mindset is your temperature, right? It's like control everything. It controls the outcome of your relationship. So I refer her today because I really like that. So that's why I'm telling everybody that they need to change their mindset first, right? So if they think that all men are toxic, they got to change their mindset. So as always, this is Veroni Anderson, the Love Catalyst, helping you shift from breakup to love up so you could attract true love. I'm going to say good night. Wishing you love, light, and positive energy. Thank you for watching me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. I love that. A self-fulfilling prophecy. The cycle will continue. Good one.